this is me, Snow City Tarot, and I'm here with a pick a card reading today. This topic is going to be the next 3 months. What is the next big change happening in the next 3 months for you? So today I'm not going to be using tarot. I'm going to be using playing cards because for some reason I was looking at my tarot cards and I was feeling a little distracted by them, by the pictures. So I'm going to be using the playing cards here. And also, to be honest, I really find the playing cards pretty elegant, you know, when you lay them down, and it kind of, I feel like it calms your mind a little bit. So I'm going to be doing these. These are going to be little short readings anyway. So if you want to see pictures, if you want to see pictures in the future, it's okay. I'll do those in the next reading. But for some reason today, my mind wanted to take a break with the pictures. So I have 5 to choose from today since they're a little bit shorter. If you're drawn to more than one, feel free to go and check it out. Some of you guys may have a lot going on in the next 3 months and not just one big pivotal moment. You could have a lot of things going on. So it's perfectly okay to pick more than one if you feel called to it. So before I start, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and all my new commenters, the people who have bought readings from me. I really do appreciate your support. It keeps me thriving. It keeps me alive, literally puts food on my table. So I will always thank you guys and always be appreciative for everything that you've done for me. Well, here's hoping there will be more in the future. So we have the 5 today. This is going to be, we'll start over here, right to left. So we do the ocean milk carton. It kind of looks like it's glowing, doesn't it? Like with these cards underneath it. That's kind of cool. We have number 2, which is these twin cans of soda, we'll call it. This is the lemon lavender tea. This is the magical space popsicle. And this is a Starbucks cup, plain and simple. So I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you wish to rely on the My Number Generator system, you can find the directions on how to do that in the description box below. But for those who wish to pick intuitively, you can close your eyes and take a deep breath right now. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. Ask your guides, guardians, goddesses, angels, ancestors, gods, psychology, whatever you choose to rely upon for guidance. Please ask them what big surprises or what big changes are coming for you in the next 3 months. And then when you feel centered, you feel like you don't know what the outcome or what your outcome will be. Once you get to that like mellow, balanced state where you're like, I don't really care what happens or what comes up. Once you get to that point, then you can pick one of these piles here. So whenever you feel ready, open your eyes and take a pick. And the link to your reading will be in the description box down below. So I will start with group 1. Hello, group 1. Let's see what is happening in your life in the next 3 months. We've got this house card. It's the 7th house. So this is going to happen when it comes to friendships, love relationships, one-on-one partnerships, your marriage. For some of you, these big changes will happen. Any partners, roommates too, for some of you. And it'll be the energy here is true. Just know that the energy here is true. And it's going to be different for everyone, but it will always be relationship related. So it's a friendship, not a family, a one-on-one best friendship, a roommate, a love relationship, a marriage partner, one-on-one client relations as well. So that is what they'll be about. And this is also contracts too, agreements made between people as well. So that is what we're going to be seeing with these big changes. So let's take a look at what those changes are going to be. Please show me what big changes will be happening for group 1 regarding the 7th. So we have the 8 of Hearts, the Queen of Clubs, the 8 of Hearts. Where are we coming from, please? Ooh, hello. Okay. So where are we coming from? We're coming from an Ace of Spades time frame. So that's kind of where you probably are right now. And then the next 3 months, the themes of this card are going to be relevant around that time. And that's probably what's happening here. So Ace of Spades for the past, this talks about, and this is going to be broad, okay? So it'll be different for everyone. But again, the energy of the Ace of Spades will be true. So what this is telling me is that in the past, there could have been a document signed, a contract of some kind, an agreement that could have been made, some kind of verbal agreement. This could also be a new idea that was conceptualized and talked about, perhaps. And so maybe 3 months from now, this idea is going to start to come out like this. Another thing here is that this can also be, in some cases, lies or misinformation that could be affecting all this going on in the next 3 months. But I'm seeing that a time of stability is going to be changing. A situation that was once pretty calm and even a little bit boring or too stable is going to be kind of shook up by this person here, this Queen of Wands. This could be your energy here, or it could be someone that you know. But generally, this type of person is creative. They are dramatic, perhaps, a little athletic, perhaps. They're really charismatic, and they get along with everybody. They're kind of everyone's favorite girl, best friend. Now, it doesn't have to mean a girl. This can be anybody in your life that's kind of like the favorite. Everybody likes this person. They're very popular. And it could be you if you are that person that everybody likes and you're very popular. But this can talk about another person, perhaps. If you're in a committed relationship, sometimes the Queen of Wands or Queen of Clubs can represent a rival, a love rival, perhaps. This doesn't mean that you're being cheated on or anything like that, but somebody may come around and stir up your insecurities and make you start to question your connection. If not, this can be you, the person that is stirring up the questions for another, or stirring up the insecurities for someone else's spouse or relationship or something like that. So we are seeing a bit of drama here, but the Queen of Clubs, she does come around. She does come with drama. She is kind of in her worst energy. She can be a mean girl, but this situation here does not seem super malevolent or bad or anything like that, because I feel like this is going to lead to some greater advancement for you in life, for better or worse. Unfortunately, sometimes the most important changes we make in our lives, the most beneficial changes we make in our lives, have to do with situations that are uncomfortable. And this may be one of those situations that are uncomfortable. The Eight of Hearts here, though, does say that, this could be leaving, you could be leaving, this person could be leaving for a higher purpose, for something better. I do think that this is probably positive, though, because I am seeing 2 reds here. I am thinking that this might be more positive here, and this Queen of Clubs is maybe perhaps pursuing her goals after coming up with this idea. I want to clarify her, though. Can we get a clarifier for the Queen of Clubs? 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So Queen of Clubs is moving on in a direction that is going to benefit her. And this is something I think, I think she was the one in the stable connection or the stable situation here. And she's deciding, I'm going to put my walls down. I'm going to go and I'm going to abandon my safety, abandon my safety net, my bubble that I've made for myself. And I'm going to move on, and I'm going to move towards something that's better. And this was an idea or a hard truth that you may have had to learn. This could have been just some kind of idea that popped into your head, or fear about something that could have changed you in some way. But, or you or this person, because this could be somebody you know still, obviously. You're going to have to apply it to your situation. But this Queen of Clubs is deciding that she's going to take the risk. She's not going to worry about maybe how much it costs, or she's not going to worry about being vulnerable or disturbing this 4 here. This is a positive change. This is a positive advancement. So you could be advancing towards a relationship that you were previously concerned about. Like, oh, I don't know if I want to get involved with this person. This kind of says, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to be vulnerable. I'm going to try to open up and be, pursue this, because it could be for my higher good. This is what she says. This could be for my higher good. So I see this as very explorational. I see that this is, you know, I think this is positive change, and it's not comfortable, but you're doing this with a good spirit in mind. So no worries. I think for majority of you, this is going to be manifesting pretty well. Not comfortable, because we are talking about the 4s here. So we're talking about changes, and 4s are usually like a stage where some of you are going to be welcoming the change, and some of you are going to be like, no, I'm comfortable here. Nothing was happening. Nothing was dramatic. It was fine. Everything was fine. It just depends on how much you like stability, how much you like your days to be kind of the same thing over and over again. So for some of you who need to shake it up, this will be perfect. For those of you who are a little bit more, you cling to security like a blankie. This might be a little bit harder, because you may not like to have your routine changed very much. But that is what I have for you for this reading, group 1. Please let me know if you're interested in getting a private reading with me. You can purchase one on my Etsy shop. I do audio recordings that are about 10 minutes and sometimes a little bit longer for $10, which is pretty affordable. So if you'd like to get one of those readings, you can find them in my Etsy shop, and that is in the description box below. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to move to group 2. Hello, group 2. I hope you're doing well. So, what did you pick? We have the double drink here, double twin drink. I don't know what to call that exactly. They come in a pack of 2. So, this is your card saying what's going to be going on. What area of your life is going to be affected by this big change coming in the next 3 months. And we have the 9th house. So this can be changes to the way that you think about the world, your perception of life, change in your religion, your philosophies on things. This can mean that you, for some of you, now I'll just explain this real quick. The 9th house has many different meanings. The energy is the same for all of you. 9th house is your energy. So because the 9th house has different interpretations, this means that one of these interpretations is going to probably be for you. So just keep an eye on the reality around you. What do you see? What's most likely? That's likely the one for you. You'll usually know it. If I list it, you'll usually be like, oh, it's that one. So that's just a little bit on how that works. So 9th house topics are religion, philosophy, foreign travel, transport across waters, bodies of waters. It's also publishing. So if you have something that you're writing, it could be publishing. It's universities. It is lectures. It is, it is wisdom. It is also divination, astrology, tarot. All those things, discussing, it's the house of God, basically. So if you talk to God in some kind of way, this can mean that there's something coming in regarding that, okay? So let's take a look. So, I mean, you could also say signs and synchronicities fall under the 9th house as well. So let's see here. Show me, please, what is What is the next big change coming in for group 2? What is the next big change for them? That's too many. What's the next big change for group 2? Okay. And actually, I'm going to pull a card like I did last time. I pulled a card for what's happened in the past that's led up to this. For some of you, I think that this is a sign that this might be brand spanking new and not everything. And I don't think that this is something that you're going to see coming because this is the the Joker. So this, I believe, is the red Joker. So this might be a new beginning. Like black Joker can mean endings, but this is, I believe, the red Joker in this deck. So I think that this is what we're seeing here as the new beginning. It's kind of like the Fool card, actually. So what I'm seeing here for what could be happening in the near future, this big change coming, well, I feel like this is learning. New information is coming in and you're dedicated to it. You're okay with this. You could be taking a class. You could be expanding your own mind. The Six of Swords talks about moving on in a direction that is ideal. It's better. I see that you have been through a hard time. And I think that this will be a relief because the Six of Swords is a relieving card. This is something where you feel like, oh, finally, I'm out of the woods. This is a card where you might have been stalked or spooked or haunted by, bad memories or bad past actions, regrets and things like that. And, ghosts and goblins of the mind. And this is you moving away from that. So it's very positive, I think, because I think in the past it was difficult for you. But the thing is, though, despite the troubles that you've been through, this Jack of Diamonds is saying that you are dedicated to moving into this direction. This is you saying, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I've reached my tipping point. I'm done. I'm moving in a direction that is totally different, and it's going to be better for me in the long run. And I'm dedicated to making these long-term changes. So this is quite positive. And I really think that this, for some of you, ninth house, what causes this in the ninth house? Well, for some of you, you're getting new education. Although for some of you, you may come to an epiphany, like, oh my God, because we don't have a judgment card in the in a regular playing card deck. This card is like, aha, I see the light. I understand now. Everything is coming together. And so for some of you, you could have like some kind of religious or spiritual, not awakening, because I feel like you're already there, but it's more of an affirmation. Like, yeah, we're here. This is us. You see the evidence of us everywhere now. And so this is perhaps you saying, this new information has me ready to buckle down. I've seen the light. I have the proof. I have everything I need. Things will get better. And I'm moving towards that. So I kind of want to ask about this Jack of Diamonds. Anything I want to know about this Jack? Yeah, hard times. Some of you have been without money. Some of you have been ostracized or isolated or kicked out of the group or treated like an alien. Some of you have lost your job, lost your home, perhaps even been homeless, some of you. And I'm seeing that the situation will resolve, especially because the 6 is here. This is beautiful. I love this because 5 is conflict. The history that sits on this Jack's shoulder is this one. This is the where you're coming from, feeling alone, feeling sick for some of you, just feeling like crap mentally, emotionally, physically. You just don't feel good. But no worries, because these things are going to change, and they're going to change in the next 3 months. And it's going to be, because this is the biggest thing to happen to you in the next 3 months, this will be pivotal. It may not be something you're totally aware of right away when it happens, but by the end of that 3-month period, you'll be like, oh, wow, I've made a lot of changes. I've made big decisions. I've chosen to live my life differently, or chosen to see the world differently. Very positive. You are in the dark night of the soul at this moment in time, but within 3 months, it's going to be a very different story for you. I think this energy is heavy on you. And I don't think that it's a subtle, like, I don't think it's like, I guess if I think hard enough, I might be saying that, like, my life's been difficult. Nah, if you resonate with this, it has been tough, absolutely tough, like on bleeding hands and knees, crawling through life, tough. So I don't think that if this is a subtlety, if you guys are thinking, this kind of sounds like, I don't think this one might be for you. But for those of you that are like, oh my God, I'm ready, this is yours. And so your change is coming soon, and things are going to get better, and it's going to be a brand new start. This is fresh. This is like a brand new piece of paper, because this was your history card, right? This was tell me more about this, like what happened in the past that's going to influence this? Well, nothing. It's just a change of luck, to be honest. It's a change of mindset. There's really not much you can do to make this, there's not much that the past is going to have, the past will have, not much, how to say this, not much influence the past will have on this. So get ready, group 2. Better days are ahead, I promise you. So if you'd like to get a private reading with me, you can get me in my Etsy shop. I have $10 for 10-minute readings. So those are audio files that I record with my voice. It's not some crappy little typed up blurb in a paragraph and I send it off and never talk to you again. I actually respond to your questions. I answer, and I also, I'll sometimes give you a little bit extra too, by the way. 10 minutes is I'm sure everybody who's likes me, they're like, why do you do this? You go over 10 minutes, you're screwing yourself in a business sense. I'm like, yeah, I am. But if I do see that there's like a need for more time, I'll try to squeeze the answer in, and if I'm over a few minutes, it's okay. So I'm dedicated to giving you an answer that will make you feel like you've been helped. So if you're interested in that type of reading, $10 for 10 minutes, that is in my Etsy shop in the description below. And after I send those out, by the way, you get coupons from me afterwards for next readings. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching Group 2. I hope this helped you. If it did, please let me know. Tell the algorithm that you liked it by hitting the subscribe button, or the thumbs up, or the bell, or the comment. So that always helps everyone find me if you hit those things. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to move on to Group 3. Hi, Group 3. So this is for you. You picked the lavender lemon tea. Oh, that sounds so good, doesn't it? So the area that you will see the biggest change in the next 3 months is going to be the first house. So the energies of the first house are all going to be true for all of you, no matter who's watching this, okay? Unless you picked wrong. But the energies of the first house are the body. They are your perception of yourself. They are actions that are happening to you. They also are your perception of self in relation to your relationships with other people. But it's from your perspective, so when things happen here, it's kind of like, oh, this is affecting me personally. My personal situations are affecting other people. That's kind of what that means. This is also talking about your general constitution, your health in a way, because this is the physical body. This is also your identity, how you see yourself. So it's a pretty deep house. So you could be going through some very deep changes in this next 3 months. And it may be undergoing something physically. So let's see here. Please show me what big changes are happening for Group 3 in the next 3 months. Hang on. My hands are slipping all over the place. The next 3 minutes, please. One more. Okay. And actually, I wanted one card for the past. How does the past influence this? What's happening in the past? Okay. Woo! Stability here, at least. Comfort. Now, since this is on the physical level, I'm wondering if weight gain might be something that might have happened. Just because that four of wands or four of clubs here can talk about being comfortable, being at home, not really doing a whole lot. It's not a bad time, but it can talk about, comfortable times where you might be eating a lot or eating more, being at home more, not getting too much activity, because the four of clubs is not an active card. It's a card about home and relaxation and being in a place where, like, you could have gone through before this. Like, this is where you probably are now. But even before this, you could have been in a situation where you were very, very busy or very stressed or very active in some way. So when you finally got to calm down and kind of get back to a more restful place, you might have overindulged a little bit. You might have eaten, you might have not gotten a lot of activity. And therefore, that's why this can indicate that you've got, maybe higher weight. Let's see here. So 3 of Wands, Ace of Diamonds, 9 of Diamonds, not 3 of Wands, sorry, 3 of Clubs, Ace of Diamonds, 9 of Diamonds. What do I see? I think you'll start some kind of regime, some kind of long-term plan for work, like physical body workouts, stuff like that. And I think that you'll attain something very good through this. I think that you'll kind of get your stride. If you've been struggling with health and wellness and physical activity and diet and exercise and all that, I see you finally catching your stride. It's no more yo-yo dieting. It's no more, well, let me try the gummy bear diet, or let me try just drinking water for the next 20 days. And let me try, standing on my head or eating one grapefruit and measuring myself, like it's some kind of problematic, unhealthy way of eating or living or something, it's no more. This is gone. I think that you are going to be able to set a long-term goal towards better health. You will probably start a new physical routine or a new diet or some kind of new, I won't say diet, because diets are toxic. You're going to start a new eating habits. We'll just say eating habits. So choosing the right foods that are going to nourish you and keep you healthy, not doing diets. I'm seeing, because if this were a diet, it wouldn't end in the 9 of Diamonds. It wouldn't. It just wouldn't, because a diet is something that doesn't bring you security. You do it until you lose a lot of weight. And then after that, if you can't sustain it, you kind of like lose your balance and then you spiral, and you're in a state where you're almost like mentally tormented by the diet, or you've collapsed and forgotten it completely, or you've rebounded and it's not healthy. So this is a healthy change. This is a healthy choice sort of thing. And you're coming to it from a good angle. Like the 3 of Clubs is, I'm going to put this out now and I'm going to receive benefits from it later. And I know this is going to work if I put my mind to it. I know that everything's going to be okay. And I just need to stick to it. And Ace of Diamonds says that it's going to be easier for you to do that. So you'll find a diet that works for you, or not diet. Got to change my words for that, because diet is just not what I'm seeing here. This is more like you're going to find a lifestyle that is sustainable, because this is 9 of Diamonds is sustained. Can I get one more card, just because I've been getting more cards? Any more details about this? I apologize for the pounding upstairs if you can hear it. I hate my neighbors. They always do this when I start recording. Anyway, let's see. Calm. Trying to ignore the pounding. One card more. Just tell me any more details about this. Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is holistic. This is holistic. This is going to be really, really good. I got 2 of the red cards here to indicate new beginnings that are positive. And this is kind of like, and what's great about this is the diamonds is the body. The hearts are the well-being of the mind. And together I'm seeing the balance between well-being in mind and body. So you're going to find something and you're not going to beat yourself up over it. You're going to make these positive changes. You're going to improve your self-image and your self-esteem and your perception of yourself in some way. And I just see this overall as quite positive, honestly. This is a fabulous change. And I really hope that this is what it's going to be. And I'm not going to overcomplicate it with anything more. I think this speaks for itself. Let me know, though, if this does happen. I really hope that it does. I'd love to hear how you guys are doing. So if you'd like to get a private reading with me, you can get me in my Etsy shop down in my description box below. They are 10 minutes for $10. And sometimes I go over the 10 minutes and you still pay $10. So you get a little bit extra usually with me. And these are audio readings. So not just some little paragraph that I send off to you that you just end up, reading and then never can talk to me again or anything. I'll follow up with you and answer any questions of yours within 24 hours. It's a good service, really. So if you'd like to try out a reading with me, you can go down in my description box. That's the Etsy link there. You just buy it like you buy anything else on Etsy. And wow, that's all I can say about that. If you like my content and you want to keep me around, like, comment, and subscribe, please, and hit the bell notification so you can get updates to my work. So anyway, thank you for watching Group 3. I wish you the best of luck. I'm going to move on to Group 4. Hi, Group 4. This is your reading. So this is yours. You got the 2nd house. So this is going to mean that you're coming up, the big change that you'll be experiencing in the next 3 months will be related to your values. This can be physical or it can be, I guess, theoretical. Basically what this means is that, it could be your self-esteem, your value, your sense of self-worth for yourself. This can also mean your actual possessions, things that you might have in a storage, things that might be in your wallet or in your bank account. Also, this can be your sense of smell, your sense of sight, hearing, or taste, and even your voice, actually. This is particularly, I'm sorry, I had to turn the light on. It's particularly relevant too if you have, some kind of job when it comes to like aesthetics or, the face. Let's see here. So let's see. What is this telling us? What is the next big change for Group 4's life in the next 3 months? What is the next big change for them in the next 3 months? And then can we see what from the past influences this? All right. So let's see. This looks to me, when in the topic of the 2nd house, this looks to me like a big change could have to do with competing for finances, perhaps struggling with your own personal self-esteem, because I'm seeing that with the Queen of Clubs and then the the 8 of Spades. This kind of looks like an inner conflict with yourself, when in the past you were actually pretty secure. I'm not seeing anything so bad or anything in the past, really. Let me take another card for this one. Can I clarify the 4 Seven of Swords. Hmm. Perhaps, perhaps there could be something in your past with your family that may make you doubt yourself. This could also mean that in the past you could have had some issues with being forthright about something. And that's what's happening here. But the Eight of Swords shows to me that you are going to overcome it, because the eights are always about advancement. Even cards that are deemed as not so fortunate, like the Eight of Spades, is indicating an advancement in some way. You may find your way out or fight your way out of a mindset or a system of values or personal belief about yourself that is kind of growing toxic. And perhaps it has been grown by somebody like this Queen of Clubs. The Queen of Clubs is actually kind of, in her bad energy, is the mean girl, unfortunately. Catty, dramatic, somebody who can stir the pot and create problems, make you doubt yourself. So in some ways, there could be some kind of bullying going on that may start around this time, which is really unfortunate. But this person probably wants to compete with you. And she gains power through making you doubt yourself and believe that you're not good enough, you're not capable enough. She's somehow forming limitations in your mind about what you can do, how capable you are. So it does seem like this person's coming in I feel like this person is coming in as a villain. Somebody that is not going to be have you in their best interest. And, in the past, this person may not be new, actually. They could have been somebody from your family, somebody in the past, somebody who's toxic, though. And with the Seven of Spades here, this person may be cutting corners to make themselves look better, make themselves feel better, to make you look worse. They're using ruthless tactics within a setting where people are cordial with each other and close, and they're manipulating that. They're taking advantage of that, and it looks like they're trying to devalue you in some way. Another way to see this too is that this person is trying to go for something that you have, a possession that you have, an inheritance that you're owed, or something. It's like they're coming for that, and you may need this, and this person's going to come for it, I think. It's not great news. This is definitely indicating a challenge, and the things that you need and want, and the materials that you have and the things that you own, your possessions, this person is going to envy what it is that you have and maybe try and get it from you in some way. I feel like this isn't somebody that you should be, look at, we got these 10 of clubs. This isn't something that you should be afraid of. I think you know this person already, to be honest. And if you don't know this person, it's maybe likely that you didn't pick the right pile. And you can try to give the number generator a try. But with this, I think that this is somebody that you know. And when I say catty person out to get you, super dramatic, I think that you'll be like, oh, that person. It doesn't have to be a woman necessarily. I feel for a lot of you that it will be. This person is kind of toxic femininity all over. What's the advice for group 4 regarding this situation, please? Kill them with kindness. That's, I guess, the best that you can do. But in the end, it's true. Kindness towards yourself, kindness towards this person. Feel compassion for them because they obviously are miserable, and, they can only focus on taking and wanting and having. This person might have an insatiable appetite for stuff, or an insatiable appetite for attention, things like that. This is saying be kind to them. This person doesn't realize what your kindness is worth, unfortunately. However, your kindness towards them will be better for you in the long run. It will give you back your self-worth because you're able to see through her through this person's illusions. So the biggest change is that this person is toxic. Maybe they weren't toxic before, but something has happened and bam, they are toxic now. They're toxic about money. They're toxic about the stuff that they have. Maybe this person's ungrateful. This person this is a social issue, to be honest. It's more social than it is about the second house, but I've already used the seventh house. We already got that card. So this is probably why this is coming through, is that this is someone's low self-esteem is making your self-esteem get lower. And it's just this is the nature of a toxic person. So I think that because your only advice is to show them kindness and to treat them with respect and honestly pity them because they don't know any better and they have no idea, the discomfort they cause you is going to be minimal compared to the discomfort they're going to cause themselves long term. You can't live like this for a long time. We're not even talking about reincarnation. In this life, people like this, they rack up a debt, and that stuff comes back to them. So just keep that in mind. I know it's hard for people to be compassionate towards people who are out to get them or treating them poorly or trying to make them feel a certain way or take their things or make them feel like they can't survive properly. But, like I said, this person's racking up a debt every minute of every day that they act like this. So try to stay away from them, honestly. Don't soak up the toxicity. You don't have to, really. So that is the reading I have for you, group 4. If you would like a private reading with me, I do offer 10-minute readings for $10. It's an audio reading, and it is something where we can talk back and forth afterwards. I have a 24-hour. I get back to whatever question you have within 24 hours of the reading, so we can follow up, and I make sure that you leave the reading feeling like you have direction. So though it is affordably super cheap, it's quick for me to produce, but it's high quality, I can say. So don't worry. It's not one of those like $10 for a few lines of text that you get on Etsy for, $10 typically. This one is much easier for me to do this way. So, and it gives you better results. So anyway, if you're interested in that, the link to my Etsy is in my description box below. What else? Oh yeah, if you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell if you would like to see more updates from me when I upload them. And with that, I want to say thank you, and I'm going to move on to group 5. Hello, group 5. So this is your reading. You picked the Starbucks cup. Good taste. I've been craving Starbucks recently. So, big changes in the 8th house. This is a big house. This will probably change as I read this because the 8th house is sort of complex. It's the occult in a lot of terminology. I don't know how much I believe about that. I do see this as the house of crisis, but because this is changes coming up, I think that this might be, it could be elimination of a crisis, a situation that's difficult may ease up. Also, though, if you work in a situation where you deal with crisis situations like psychology, emergency rooms, surgery, trauma, things like that, this could easily indicate your workplace in some way. But it is a house that is notoriously tumultuous. It can mean death and endings. It can also mean taxes, though, and other people's esteem, other people's money. So while it will be one for you, like the energy of the 8th is here, regardless of which one that is for you. Everyone will be different, but the 8th is here, meaning that this card is meant to be here, and that whatever topic I'm picking on is going to be accurate for you. It may not be that you work in an ER. It may not be that you're in a crisis situation, but one of these things is going to have, is going to be related to you. So even though I'm listing a bunch of things, don't get confused. The energy's here. I'm coming up with a lot of different terms because a lot of different people are going to be here. It'll mean a lot of different things for those people. But with that out of the way, let's take a look at what this big change is going to be happening. What big change is this in the next 3 months for group 5? This looks very similar to the last one, actually. I'm going to shuffle these again. The cards, if the cards are right, the cards are right. So they'll come up again in some way. But I had 5 of wands and 8 of spades, or sorry, 5 of clubs and 8 of spades in the last one. So I want to make sure I shuffle this better. If it comes up again, though, it will come up. Believe me, I've seen that enough times to be kind of spooked out by it. Like, ooh, that's weird. Okay, let's try this again. Please show me cards that will indicate the biggest change for group 5 in the next 3 months. I'm going to take this one back because I think this one is 5 of wands again. Ha ha ha, didn't I tell you? One more, please. Ah, interesting too, because the King of Cups came up last time. The Queen of Cups comes up this time. So those were probably intended to be here, and no worries. The message is still here. So please show me one card for how the past is involved in this 3 cards here, this situation today. Oh, 1 second. I dropped something. Past actions, past initiative has made this change here coming up. Let me check, though. Let me check. Yes, this was a decision that was made in the past here. 2 of clubs. So, yes, this was a past issue that came up. There was a choice that was made and an action that was decided on. It was maybe not easy, and it may have taken a long time, but here we are, making changes here. Now, something I want to say here, though, another aspect of the 8th house that a lot of people forget about is security, like in the sense of like defense. I know 8th house people who actually, or people who have planets in the 8th house who have backgrounds in internet security. So there is some stuff there as well. I mean, the 8th house is the occult or the hidden. Occluded means is the word that we derive occult from, occluded, and occluded means hidden. So, or hard to see. So we have this element of things that are hard to see, right? So that is something interesting here. I wonder if it has to do with maybe plans or things that were made without the ability to see what comes ahead, foresight that's not acknowledged or not able to tap into it or something like that. But what's coming up in the future is cooperation in this area of the 8th house. So if there's a problem or a crisis that you're going through, you will find somebody that is going to work with you to solve it. Now, the 5 of wands is a little bit tough. It is tough love, though, that I see here. So you may meet somebody here. This Queen of Hearts could be here to say that you're going to be running into somebody who will give you the tough love that you need, and also not to be too frightened about it, because this comes from a place of care and love and genuine concern. So you may be grappling with somebody. Somebody may say, hey, I'm putting a stop on this. Whatever you're doing here, I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to step in and intervene because they care about you. This can be somebody that comes from the past that could be stepping in to fight with you a little bit on this. I feel like there will be resistance because 5 of wands is here, or 5 of clubs is here. So you're not ready to maybe accept this person's help, but they're here and they're going to fight you on it. And they're going to say, we're going to do this right. We're going to make sure that you get better. We're going to, we're going to take you where you need to go. Like, not necessarily say they're going to lock you up or something, but it's say you get hurt and you're like, no, I don't want to go to the ER. I don't want to fix my broken leg. And they'll be like, I'm going to help you. I don't care. You get in the car. So there's that. So I'm not saying that you guys will break your leg or anything like that, but in any case, The eighth house can simply mean problems, like just problems. Like it's just like stuff that comes up and you're like, oh man, I need help. But I don't want to ask for help. That's kind of what this looks like. It might be based off of a decision that may not have led to what you hoped it would lead to. This person, though, looks like they're coming in to save the day begrudgingly not begrudgingly, you're begrudgingly meant to accept their help. So if it's something like, man, I screwed up on my taxes, because the eighth house has to do with taxes. So maybe you have a financial issue that like kind of matures and you're sort of shocked by it, like, oh my God, I'm not ready for this. This person may be like, let me help you. Help me help you. And you'll be like, no, I don't want your help. I want to be independent. I want to do it all by myself. And the thing is, this person is coming in to say, to take over, to swoop you up. There's a lot of people that probably wish that they had somebody like this to come and swoop them up. This person cares about you deeply, though. Please don't misunderstand. Their intentions come from a very kind place. The eighth house alongside this is a house of devotion and intensity, because it does carry similar vibes to the sign of Scorpio, though they're not the same. Don't get confused. There is that sense of security and protection about these signs and things like that. So with this Queen of Hearts, this is water energy. So this is a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. So this person is coming in to show you that water defense, basically, because Scorpio, everyone thinks the Scorpio attacks. No, Scorpio defends. Scorpio will fight for what it wants to defend, but it is mostly defend, and it will do anything for you. Same thing with Cancer. Very, very defensive, compassionate vibes, like, I will protect you. I don't care if you think that if you don't want this, I'm coming in to save the day. So this person is here to protect you. So how you perceive that is up to you. Personally, I think that this person cares about you a lot. Hopefully you take their help if you need it. Let me see, though, any more details about this situation. Okay, there could be I feel like this can be stuck when it comes to financial issues, not moving in a certain direction, and this person's coming in to help. What does this Queen of Hearts do? Eight of Pentacles. Oh, she puts in the effort for you. She puts in she may have an attention to detail that you do not. She may take it upon herself to research something, to study something, to make sure that you make the right decisions when it comes to something. I don't think you're going to care for it too much. Just, I get the vibe that you are not going to be thrilled to have somebody come in, and it may make you feel like you're, not able to take care of yourself. You probably know who this person is. Be like, oh, I know this person. They're always coming to save the day. They never let me be independent. This person comes along, though, and they might, make sure that you don't get yourself into any more trouble is all. So while we can say, yeah, there could be some situation where it kind of makes you sweat, this person will be here to take care of you, to make sure that you're okay. This person is, I feel like you guys are not going to want to accept their help, but I feel like this person is really a blessing for you to have. This is just the energy I get. So just be reminded that if this situation rises, and this person makes you feel spiteful because they're trying to help you, try to ask why you're so proud. I feel like this person isn't going to want anything from you in return. They just want to help. So it's important for you to know that, I think. But anyway, that's your reading, Group 5. I want to thank you for watching. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can find me down in my Etsy shop. That's down in my description box below. I offer $10 readings for 10 minutes, for 10 minutes. And usually I go over 10 minutes, so you're kind of getting more than your money's worth. But it is an audio reading, not a stingy little paragraph where I don't follow up on things if you have questions. So it's a pretty full service for a very small reading of a very small price. So if you're interested in that, check out my Etsy shop and I will be happy to help you. So if you liked my work today, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so that you can be updated on future videos. And I want to say thank you, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye now.